Hey, welcome back. So the year was 2001, and I was working in Valencia, California, down near LA, at a place called Foundation Imaging. And it was a CG visual effects company mostly known for doing things like Star Trek Voyager. And then out of the blue, of course, 9/11 hits. And the entertainment industry just freezes up hard. They just stop making everything because they don't know what they can do. They don't know, can they blow things up? Can they have explosions in films? The country, of course, was petrified. In fact, even the Disney film Lilo and Stitch changed a pivotal scene at the end from a 747 flying through Honolulu to like a spacecraft because people weren't sure what they could do with airplanes or movies anymore. So if you've never worked in the film industry, pretty much you go from job to job. So when your film wraps, your TV show wraps, that's it, you're unemployed until the next show comes along. So everything shut down, everything froze up, and I was pretty much jobless. And a friend of mine offered me a job teaching at a small visual effects school here on the Alameda Naval Base where they had a shop opened up. And so I moved up here, and you might know this place most famously for the Mythbusters, who used to do all of their crazy non-lethal experiments over there on the runways. They even built a giant fake freeway for the Matrix 2 over there. It was a really cool place to be at the time. And I'm here on the USS Hornet, a aircraft carrier and now museum. It was a World War II aircraft carrier. I did a lot of work in the Pacific Theater. And it's also the ship that picked up the Apollo 11 astronauts when they splashed down with Neil Armstrong. Very, very cool ship to be on. So we're here today. I thought we'd walk around, hang out, take some pictures, talk photography, and just have a good time. So let's get out of this wind. I'm sorry if the sound is bad. It's crazy windy here today in San Francisco. And let's take some pictures and talk. All right, come on. I've been shooting with this fisheye lens for a while now, ever since I did that video last year where I first got it just to test out. And I've really started to get really into it. I don't know why. I don't know. I never used to really shoot fisheye. I think because coming from commercials and movies, usually you save that for more of like a comedic kind of look. You don't really want to do that for your more serious or cinematic shots. But I have really been getting into using it lately. I don't know why. It's just kind of funny. I've been enjoying the kind of different perspective, you know, it gives me on the shots I'm getting. And yeah, it's just interesting. I've been really enjoying it, and I've actually been mostly just shooting with this and the YIM1, just trying different things. I did a shot out at my house the other day in the fields. I got a really beautiful sort of transition from day to night with a little tripod action, and I don't know. It really is something I've been enjoying lately that I did not know I would enjoy quite so much. Yeah, this is cool. This is the actual lander. This guy was like on a Saturn V. I have to go up a little bit in the ISO here, but that's okay. I know a lot of people are all very autofocusy, but I love zebras. I love manually focusing. I love knowing what I'm getting. I'm not a big fan of letting the camera do the work for me. You know, I want to control every aspect of the image and make sure I'm getting what I want to get in the end. You know, you don't want the camera to do the thinking for you, and you get back and you find you've got shots you don't like. But this is very, very, very cool. I don't know, what do you think? Do you like it? Yeah, I could never do these. I can't even do Star Tours. There's something about the simulated movement that I know I'm not moving, so I get so motion sick. But I wish it was like fun. It was like cool fun. I wish I could go on that thing, but I can't. So it's awesome though. And this is kind of cool. It looks like they're doing a restoration over here. I love these sort of industrial overhead lights. The whole thing feels like something out of like an old Michael Bay movie, or I think with like the right color correct to this, give it a really, really cool look, you know. I think when I de-pin the fisheye in Photoshop, it's gonna give it a really nice sort of wide, almost cinematic look. Crop this thing down to like a 2:3:5 aspect ratio, or yeah. Usually if I want something to feel cinematic, I'll use my anamorphic lens and then de-squeeze the anamorphic in post, but you know, this is just for fun. We're just gonna walk around shooting, just getting out for the day, you know? Just gotta get out sometimes and just shoot. Just feels good. Once again, I'm still doing everything on the 16. You know, I brought a couple cameras today, but I'm just keep shooting the 16mm fisheye, and I really like these shots I'm getting. They're really nice. I don't know what it is. It's funny. I did not use this lens. I did not use a fisheye for so long because I don't know, it's usually used for like comedy spots or like a funny Budweiser spot, but I love it. I think it's great. This, of course, is the famous Z hatch down here. This leads to our Dharma facility. So this goes straight to the island. And I think you come out at the Swan? There's a Swan, right? If you know what I'm talking about, good on you. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I apologize for being an idiot. This is crazy. And then of course there's all these adjusters, close, neutral, open, and close. Water level, full, water level. Void tanks flooding. Want to flood your void tanks? That'd be bad. Sometimes, even this wide. I mean, the rule of thumb is you can go like a shutter speed faster than your millimeter lens. So technically, this being like a 16mm lens, I can go all the way down. But I don't. I'm old school. I was raised to keep it in like the 60th of a second area. But this is wild. How about the light? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, a little bit of light at the top. A little bit of lens flare. Yeah, a little bit of that sort of lens flare in that shot is cool. Then I like lens flares. I like imperfections. I love it when a shot has some kind of character or a charactery imperfection to it that helps make it just that much more interesting to me, you know? Not saying it's a place for perfect photography, but we're here to make art. I'm not here to get the perfect shot. I'm here to get the interesting shot. Come on. Oh wow, looks like this might be the, this is the mess through here. Oh wow. Wow, 60-year-old toast. Okay, so I've been in this room before. It's one of my favorite rooms. This is like the pilot ready room. It's like right out of Top Gun. It's so cool. I guess the pilots would all sit here, jump gear, and then get their briefing. It's just a cool space, you know? I think it's... And of course, over here, they have all their call signs, just like from Top Gun. Maverick, Goose, Taco, Howie, Pup, Flossie, Garv, Pedro, Mongo, I like that. Stupak, they have Tupac. Tunes, Pup, and FU. Huh. I love museums like this because it's not all behind glass, and they do cord off some parts, but they let you walk around and actually, you know, actually come in, check it out, see what it's like. That's why I love places like this. I love like living museums versus the old like Smithsonian style closed off ones. That's kind of cool. You want to get like this seat in the foreground and get a little narrative perspective. So I was talking about. You want to lead the perspective line straight down. Yeah. So cool. So cool. Oh my gosh. You guys liking this? I'm liking this. I don't know if you're liking it. I'm loving it. So it looks like in here we have the bunks. And I didn't stop to take a picture earlier. We spotted the, I guess the captain's or the officer's bunks, and they were like two stacked traditional bunk beds. But I guess this is the enlisted men where they get hanging chain bunk beds. I was never in the military, so this might still be how things are in the Navy, but this is how it was in 1945, which is pretty cool. This is cool. Yeah. It's funny, I made a Kubrick reference up there talking about the Apollo 11 capsule, and I'll tell you, this feels like straight out of Full Metal Jacket or something. And no, I'm not obsessed. I just, I like clean lines and nice framing. I don't know if you know a lot of Kubrick, but you know, everything he framed was very perpendicular, just straight on, a single vanishing point to his shots. And it gave him a very distinctive look, and it otherworldly kind of look. There was always sort of a high tension in Kubrick's. Both his films and photography. He's actually a really prolific photographer as well, Stanley Kubrick. If you can find any of his shots, he was a really cool photographer, lots of black and white. Interesting guy in general. So you guys high vantage point or low vantage point shooters? You guys squat to get down to the shot, or you just kind of shoot where you go? I'm pretty tall. I'm like 6'5", 6'6", so everything is high to me. So I gotta get down low to get the perspective. But let me know in the comments. How do you like to shoot? Do you get in there, or do you like to just kind of go from the cuff? Wow. Come on, I think we're almost through. Wow, so this looks like it's where the Marines would have been, because there are rows and rows of rifles here on the wall. Can you see them? There are tons of them. I guess they're replicas. They're fragile. Do not touch rifles. Fragile replicas. All right, so they're not real, but that's cool. I guess this is the ready area. You can hear the Halls of Montezuma playing. That's crazy. That's so cool. You get a few shots here. Yeah. It's gonna be a great high-low debate. Is it better to be low? Better to be high? Or do you go Kubrick, which is just dead on? I don't know. Cool though. So I'm not 100% on this, but I was just talking to the resident engineer, and this yellow beam helps alleviate the load, like 2,000 something pounds is on there on a big brass thing, but that's so crazy. At first I thought maybe it was something you'd attach something to and slide it down around the corner, but apparently this is through the center of mass to help alleviate the weight of the cruiser above. That's crazy. That's so crazy. I just liked it was visual, you know, black and yellow, but I had no idea something like that could be so functional, especially with the waves. If you're at home and you're a structural engineer and you know better than me, or a naval engineer, let me know. I'd love to hear in the comments. So hey guys, if you've made it this far in the video and you haven't backed out or left or clicked out yet, that means you're enjoying the content. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for being here with me. So what I want to tell you here at this point is last year I started vlogging for the first time here on YouTube. And I was trying to feel my way through, try different things, talk about different topics. And I think here in 2020, we're gonna go for a lot of photo safaris. We're just gonna go together, we're gonna go to cool places, walk around, take photos, talk about photography, filmmaking, and just have a good time together. So thanks for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed, go to my Instagram, Christopher Today. If you wanna see more about me, my personal life, things you won't see here, go there. And thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope to do this again with you soon. All right, see you guys soon. Bye.